Hello everyone. Today we will discuss the topic migration in fish or fishes. What is then migration? Migration is the movement of large number of animals from one place to another for various reasons like food gathering or collection of food, breeding purpose or spawning purpose, and the temperature adjustment. We can say that the migration is the movement of large number of animals from one place to another for the feeding purpose or breeding or reproduction or to escape from the extremes of weather or the unfavorable conditions or the unfavorable environmental conditions. When large number of fishes come together and move socially, it is called as a shoaling. The fish migration, a number of fishes show a periodic movement from their dwelling place or living place to another, and this periodic movement of fishes is called as a fish migration. Many types of fishes migrate on regular basis on time scales ranging from daily to annually or longer, and they travel over a distance from few meters to thousands of kilometers. Means during migration, these fishes may migrate on regular basis, that is daily to annually or longer than the annually, and they can travel the distance of few meters to the thousands of kilometers. Then migration based on the duration. That is the first one is daily migration. This daily migration of fishes, it is mainly for the food gathering or the collection of the food. Then second one is the annual. Annual means mainly for the reproduction. When they get mature, they migrate for the reproduction purpose. Then third one is generational. In this generational migration, parent migrate to release eggs and they die there, and then their young ones migrate to their home. Means in generational migration, parent never reaches or come back to their original native place or their home. Then the shoaling and the schooling. When large number of fishes together and move socially, it is called as a shoaling. Means when they are migrating from one place to another in a group, this phenomenon is called as a shoaling. Sometimes migrating fishes shows the high degree of coordination in their movement. They carry out the synchronized events to produce the different types of the shape, and this is called as a schooling. Means schooling is what? The schooling is a much more disciplined way of the movement or the migration in fishes to conserve their energy. In tunas and sardines, they make the various types of the shape like the V shape to conserve their energy, and such type of the migration or the such type of the phenomenon is called as a schooling. Shoaling and the schooling, in both these processes the fishes move together, but the schooling is more disciplined than the shoaling. Now we'll discuss why do fish migrate, feeding or elemental migration, then spawning migration, juvenile migration, recruitment migration, and the seasonal migration. The feeding or the elemental migration, as name suggests, this takes place in fishes for the feeding. That is a daily migration like that. In high populations, fishes exhaust high resources in an area quickly. Means where the fishes live in together in number, thousands of number, whatever the food material in that area, they exhaust very quickly, and therefore they have to migrate constantly in search of new feeding resources or new feeding areas. Examples are salmons, cod, all these are the marine fishes. Salt fishes constantly migrate for the food from one place to another in the sea. Why? Because they live in a groups of the thousand, and wherever they go, they exhaust the food within a very limited span, and therefore for feeding purpose they have to search for the food daily or constantly from one place to another. Then the next comes the spawning migration. Spawning means the breeding or the release of the eggs. It takes place in breeding season in those fishes which have spawning grounds far away from the breeding feeding places. Means those fishes having the spawning or the breeding grounds very long distances from the feeding places, they migrate during the breeding season, and that is called as a spawning migration. The migratory fishes such as eels and salmon and a large number of the riverine fishes spawn in tributaries of river in hills and migrate in a large number for laying eggs in these oxygenated rich water. So this is the migration which is meant for the purpose of the what? The breeding or the mm, or for the reproduction, and that we called it as a spawning migration. Then next one is a juvenile migration. Juvenile migration, the name indicates that juvenile means new young ones. When they migrate for the what spawning purpose, they releases their egg and their new young ones develop there. And this juvenile migration, it involves larval stages of fishes. These hatch in spawning grounds and must migrate long distances in order to reach the feeding habitats of their parent or their native place. These juvenile migration involve the larval stages of the fishes. These hatch in spawning grounds and must migrate to long distances in order to reach the feeding habitats of their parent or their native place. And such migration is called as a juvenile migration. Then next, recruitment migration. What is this recruitment migration? This takes place when large number of larvae moves from their nursery habitat to the habitat of adults, which may sometimes be distinctly different. The adults of eels live in rivers in Europe and America, but their larval stages live and grow in a sea and migrate to reach the rivers, which may take 1 or 2 years. And such type of the migration is called as a recruitment migration. Then the next comes the seasonal migration. This seasonal migration, it takes place in fishes that inhabit the Arctic areas where very cold temperature is there, whereas in summer the climate is conductive and food is abundant. But at winter approaches, the temperature falls there below the zero. Why? Because that is the Arctic areas, and the food becomes scarce. Hence, fishes must migrate toward the subtropical and tropical areas to escape from the extremes of weather condition or the odd environmental temperatures. And such type of the migration, that we called it as a seasonal migration. Then the types of fish migration depending on from where to where they are migrating. On that basis, that is means from sea to river or river to sea to sea, river to river, like that. On the basis of that, these migration are of five types. One is a potamodromous, second one is a oceanodromous, third one is a diadromous, Then next one is a catadromous, and the last one is a anadromous. These are the five types of the fish migration depending on from where these species are migrating to where. That is means either from river to river or sea to sea or sea to river or river to sea or sea to river or river to sea. Like that, all these are the different conditions that is for the migration. The classification of the fish migration, that is first one is a diadromous. The name itself indicates di means two. It includes those fishes which migrates between sea and freshwater. Means those fishes which are migrating from sea to river and vice versa. That we called it as a diadromous. In these diadromous there are the three types. One is the anadromous. Anadromous are or the anadromous migration is a such migration which include those species which travel from sea to freshwater during their breeding season. That is the, for example, if you observe that is the word salmon. Salmon is a migratory fish which lives in a where, that is in a sea. This is native of the sea, but it, so this salmon, it migrates from sea to river or freshwater for breeding purpose, and such type of the migration is called as a anadromous migration. Then second type is a catadromous migration. Most of the life in freshwater that is spent by the fishes and breed at the sea. For example, the eel Angula angula, this is a migratory fish. It lives or it spends most of its life in the freshwater, but for the breeding purpose, it goes to the sea water and it breeds there. That is means for the spawning or breeding or reproduction, this eel angula, it migrates from river to the sea, and such migration is called as a catadromous migration. Then amphidromous migration. Amphi means both, two, both. That is, these fishes migrates from free sea to freshwater and vice versa. That is, migrate between water types at some stage other than the breeding. Means they are migrating this sea to river and river to sea other than the breeding purpose, and that is called as a amphidromous migration. Then next one is a potamodromous migration. Potamodromous migration, these migrate within a freshwater system. That is means river to river. Potable water is a drinking water. That is a fresh water. The potamodromous migration is what? These species are migrating within freshwater to freshwater or river to river. Then the next type is the oceanodromous type of migration, and these species migrates from one place to another within the ocean. That is the oceanodromous, means the fishes are migrating from ocean to ocean. Then reasons for migration. The what are the reasons for migration? These species take advantages of different habitats. That is for feeding purpose, then for protection and avoid the adverse conditions. These and they migrate in such a places where they meet the requirements for reproduction. These are the benefit reasons why they are migrating, because where there is a why they are migrating for feeding, because the scarcity of the food. Protection, where there is a enemies are much more, to avoid these enemies they are migrating from one place to another. When there is a very cold, to avoid this cold condition and the scarcity of the food they are migrating, and for getting the what the requirement or the meeting the requirement of reproduction they are migrating from one place to another. Then what are the disadvantages of migration? They for the migration or they are migrating of for thousands of kilometers, and for this purpose there is a large expenditure of energy. Most must store energy before the migration, and during migration in the they have the risk of the predation. These are the advantages, means they may be fed by the another enemies or their another enemies. Then adjustment required due to migration. These fishes are migrating from seawater to river or to river to seawater, they must be get adjusted physiologically to new water conditions like the temperature, light, then water chemistry, that is pH and the salinity, and many migratory species are now rapidly declined due to the changes caused by the man. Water chemistry means the mainly the salinity and the pH of the water. Because the this water or the sea water is much more saline or the salty than the riverine water, and therefore whenever they are migrating from river to sea, they have to develop the osmoregulatory mechanism, that is they have to develop the chloride cells which will help in the osmoregulation. Then, as earlier we have discussed these all these five types of the migration. The first one is a potamodromous. Pota means potable means the drinking water, means that is the fresh water. Means if the migration of fishes from one freshwater habitat or one river to the another in search of food or for spawning, it is called as a potamodromous migration. Fishes generally migrate for food on daily basis as the availability of food differs from one place to another and from season to season. Fishes also must migrate to lay their eggs in places where oxygen concentration in water is more and where there is an abundance of food for their new young ones or juveniles when they hatch from the egg. And such type of the migration is called as a potamodromous type of the migration. Indian major carps like the Katla, Rohu, Mrigal, they are migrating for the breeding purpose to the what the oxygen rich areas, and such type of the migration is called as a potamodromous migration. Then oceanodromous migration. The migration of the fishes is from seawater to seawater. There are no barriers within the sea, and fishes have learned to migrate in order to take the advantages of favorable condition whenever they occur. Thus, there are about 12,000 marine species of fishes that regularly migrate within the seawater. And example is the oceanodrome, and the type of the migration is the oceanodromous type of the migration, that is migration from within seawater to seawater. Then diadromous migration, when fishes can migrate from freshwater to sea or sea to freshwater, that is vice versa, it is called as a diadromous migration. There are about 120 species of fishes that are capable of overcoming the osmotic barriers and migrate in these two different types of the habitat, and such type of the migration is called as a diadromous migration. And this diadromous migration is again divided into the three types, that is the one is a catadromous migration. What is this catadromous? The migration involves movement of large number of individuals from freshwater to seawater, generally for the spawning. An example is the eel angula angula that lives in the what, it is a freshwater fish, and it migrates to where it migrates to the sea for breeding and spawning. And these fishes are called as a catadromous. The American eel angula angula is a catadromous type of the fish. The next one is a anadromous migration. Anadromous, the just vice versa. The adults of anadromous fishes live and feed in ocean water or the sea water, but their spawning grounds lie in the tributaries of river. Means these are of the native of the what? The sea water, and they are migrating where? They are migrating to the fresh water for the spawning. Examples are the salmon, sturgeons, hilsa, and the lampreys are some of the marine fishes that undertake anadromous migration to spawn in rivers. Some fishes spend most of their lives in ocean but migrate to fresh water to breed, and these fishes are called as a anadromous migration. Example is the salmon, hilsa, lampreys are the anadromous type of the migration. Then grouping of fishes. Just we have discussed the shoaling and the schooling. The social grouping of fishes, that is the shoal, is a unorganized or less disciplined, and school is a organized behavior with a polarized swimming. They make a particular type of the shape during the swimming, and that is called as the schooling. The grouping caused due to the resources, aggregations, feeding and spawning purpose. This is the when they are migrating solitary, that is singly. This is that is the solitary. Then when they are migrating from one place to another in a group, but they are unorganized, then it is called as a shoaling. Then when they are the making the what certain type of the what, that is a shape, and they are moving in a group, then but it is not much more disciplined, they are making or trying to make the group, and that is called as a pod. And the last one is the schooling. Schooling is a, this is a unorganized, this is the less organized and most organized behavior of the fish during the migration, that is called as the schooling. In schooling, the what, the leaders take the what responsibility of taking all these fishes. When these leaders that's exhausted, they come back to this place and the new leaders take their place. And in this way, they all are benefited from exhaustion, or they conserve the energy, and therefore the schooling is the most organized behavior during the migration. So these are the all the types of the migration, or the migration in fishes, and what is the advantages, disadvantages of fishes, and the grouping during the migration. Thank you.